Oh no, Desert Locust. And that forces us to discard another card from our hand. This is crazy, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. We literally hand looped them. All right, guys, we're going to be jumping in and watching play fix decks here. Of course, if you have a replay you want to share with us, just follow the rules and catch us on Twitch, big dog. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. It's going to be Generator, Runic. Haven't seen this in a very long time. But this deck did get support, okay? It did get a new fusion monster and Sleipnir Runic, which makes the deck a lot stronger. Playfix is going second this time. His opponent's going to go ahead and start off by activating Chicken Game, drawing a card. Normal Summoning Tour Guide. We have nothing to stop this. They summon out the Earthbound Line Walker and then Ultra Polymerization? What? Pay 2,000 life points, fusions up one monster from your extra deck using 2 monsters you control. Wow. And then banish this card. Target one fusion monster that was fusion summoned uses this card effect. Special summon all the fusion materials. What? That's pretty smart. I got to give it to him. And then this allows us to add an Earthbound monster from our deck to our hand. Cool. So they're cooking. We're going to go ahead and add Earthbound Stone Sweeper. Then activate Ultra Polymerization. We're going to target our Geo to bring back Tour Guide and this card. Oh, it doesn't have an effect. Prison Line Walker. But now we can use both of those monsters for a Synchro Summon into Geo Griffin. All right. So Geo Griffin says, special summon Earthbound monster in your graveyard in defense position. All right. So now it's not negating. We bring back out the Line Walker. And this card allows us to get Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Yo, this guy is cooking. And Harmonic Synchro Fusion allows us to fuse Tour. He just fused Tour Guide and Line Walker for a Resonant Wings and an Earthbound Servant Geo Gremlin. I didn't even know those cards existed. Well, I knew Garua did. During the main phase, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Your opponent chooses one of these and apply these effects. Destroy that monster or gain life points equal to that monster's attack. Oh, wow. During the battle phase, you can fusion summon one Earthbound fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your field, hand, or graveyard. So they're not out of the woods just yet. They still have combos, and there might be some more fusion summonings. All right. One card face down in phase. They're going to have a level 8 monster, a level 2, and 3 level 6s. I have no idea what they're going to be summoning, but they can still fusion summon. They're now going to use Earthbound Servant to summon out Line Walker. Line Walker gets them Prison. I did not know that was during either player's turn. They're cooking. And we're going to start off by summoning Lopter, using its effect to summon Martel. This is normal. This is how we get our Generator boss stage. Then we'll activate the boss stage, use Flashing Fire, right? Flashing Fire will, use its effect. We either destroy this monster or we gain the attack. Most players would just let us get 2,400. It doesn't seem good, in the long run. But if this card stays on the field, it gets crazy good. He's probably going to let him gain the 24. All right, we summon out Sleipnir, guys. And this card's really important to Runic and Generators. And if you guys didn't know, it is in lore. But this card is really important to Runic and Generators because it's a level 9 monster. And it reads once during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, banish both that monster and this card into the end phase. Then if a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, you can special summon Runic Token that's level 4 in attack position. The best thing about this is that this is a level 9 monster. And also it has the opportunity to banish itself an opponent's card, freeing up the extra monster zone, meaning that we can use another Runic card to summon another. So, World Legacy Monstrosity targets Mardell. We get to summon out 2 more Generators. We'll summon out Vala. Vala uses its effect to summon out Hard to our side of the field. And now we'll use Vala and our Sleipnir for an Exceed summon. We're going to summon out Leviathan. This card's crazy good, in case you guys didn't know. You can only control one. Monsters your opponent controls loses 1,000 attack and defense. Then it allows you to tribute this Exceed summon card to summon a non-fairy Generator monster from your extra deck. Then attach cards from the field or graveyard up to the number of materials it had. So we can attach 2. We'll use its effect. We'll summon out. Then we can attach 2 cards. We'll detach to be able to search or draw and attach. My apologies. But since our opponent drew a card, it triggers the effect of our boss stage to summon from our deck. And since our opponent also added a card, it triggers hard to be able to get rid of a card from their hand. Or field. So now we're going to summon out a Uganda, and we'll exceed summon with those monsters into a Phantom Fortress into Blafner. And here's where the deck gets really interesting. Into Blafner allows us to banish a random card from our opponent's hand. And now we can exceed summon into, you won't believe it, another Interblastener. And we'll banish another card out of our opponent's hand. Imagine at this point in time if our opponent used any hand traps, guys. If they used hand traps to be able to stop us, one or two, they'd have 0 cards in their hand. But now we've knocked both of their cards out. We'll use both the Interblasteners for an Exceed summon. We can summon out Utopia Future because they're not numbers monsters, and the Utopia Future turns itself into Utopia Draco Future. Let's assess the situation really quick. We have Utopia Draco Future to negate monster effects. Jormungandr to be able to make both players draw a card and attach a material. That triggers our boss stage to special summon from the deck and give us tokens. This is crazy, guys. Fortunately for him, we don't got a battle phase. We'll go into our battle phase, end our turn, and now it's up to our opponent to try to make some ground. But because they drew, they'll activate boss stage, we'll activate Servant Geo, and then Utopic Draco Future will be able to shut that down. And take the monster. That's even crazier. We'll summon out Vala, using both Vala and our boss stage to get a token and a level 9 monster. Here comes Har. And we get the token. So now we have a negation. We have an attachment, which we're using right now. And we're chilling. We force both players to attach monsters. Our Jormungandr is 4,000 attack, and it can use this effect to get rid of an opponent's card. They'll activate Prison to be able to negate the Draco Future. A little late for that, right? They should have negated the Har here. And then they'll summon Mother Spider. We're going to use Hop Ear Squadron in response, summoning itself, and we get the Synchro Summon. What is going on here? Is this guy cooking? Oh no, Desert Locust. And that forces us to discard another card from our hand. This is crazy, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. We literally hand looped them. Our turn, we get Kishi Curse. We use Jormungandr to force us to draw and attach cards. Trigger off our boss stage and our Har. And now, as you can see, we'll make them get rid of the card they drew. Summon a Lobster. Synchro summon into 9. What is it, Rav? Synchro summon into 10. How do we... 4 plus 6. That is enough for game. Play Fix with the crazy replay, showing you how powerful Sleipnir is with generators. Okay, guys, just in case, we want to show you the terror of this deck when it goes first. We saw it go second and completely obliterate the opponent. But all you really need for this deck is just some runic cards and potentially just getting level 9s to the field. We're going first here. We'll start off with Runic Slumber. We'll use it to be able to summon out Sleipnir. Then we'll activate the Gizmic, which this card says if a monster is in the extra monster zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's crazy, chat. That's all we needed to know. 2 level 9s off the bat. We'll use those 2 monsters to be able to special summon Jormungandr. And now we'll activate our generator boss stage. We'll use Jormungandr to make us both draw a card and attach a card, triggering the boss stage to be able to summon out Har to our side of the field. And then we'll activate World Legacy Monstrosity to summon out Vela and Mardell. Mardell activates, adds Lobster to our hand, and then we get the Exceed summon. We'll summon out our Phantom Fortress into Blaster number 1. Rip 1 card out of our opponent's hand. Normal summon out the Lobster. Use its effect to be able to summon out Hela. Hela will then tribute itself to be able to summon out Vela. And Vela will be able to special summon Hela back to the field using both of those monsters for an Exceed summon. We're going to summon Interblaster number 2 and use its effect. We'll get rid of another card out of our opponent's hand. Well, then those two monsters into our Utopic Draco Future. And then into our Utopic Draco Future, easily setting a Runic, dispelling face down, and then passing our turn. So the situation is, with the correct air, we can rip 2 cards out of our opponent's hand. We then put them on Hard Negate, Jormungandr Attachment, Utopic Draco Future Negate. Also, boss stage will summon a generator and then summon tokens for us. Our opponent draws, then triggers our generator boss stage, summon out Vela. We'll chain link 2 Vela, which means we can summon a monster, which will probably be Mardell, right? No, it'll be Hela. And then we'll get a token. Jormungandr will then give us both draws and attachments. And Har will make them discard alongside of Runic Dispelling. Bro, what is this? Bro, he really thought he was going to cook. He was like, yeah, I'll just get rid of a card. I don't know what it would. Bro, Har makes you discard. Dispelling makes you discard. Oh, my. This lore deck is crazy, chat. Random discard. Banish 2. Har makes some discard. Unchain is already in shambles here. They're going to use the Live Twin Sunny Snitch, and we'll chain Hela. Hela sends out Lobster, what makes our monsters even beefier. Excuse me. And then we'll Utopic Draco Future to Live Twin. Game. I think that this deck is ridiculous. But let's go ahead and show the deck profile so you can see how ridiculous it is yourself. All right, guys. Here we are on the profile. There's 2 Droll, 3 Lobster. This is... I don't know what this card is. There's 1 Mardell, 1 Hela, 1 Uganda, 2 of the level 9 Gizmek that can summon itself, 1 Har, 3 Vela, 1 Nib, 1 card destruction, 1 of the spell cards that allow you to discard a level 9 monster and draw 2 cards. I am not even going to try to say this card's name because I just won't be able to. 3 boss stage. You only need 1 Runic Fountain. This is not a mistake. The deck only needs 1 Runic Fountain, guys. None of the other Runic cards are important. 3 Monstrosity, 2 Tip. And for the Runic cards themselves, you just need different Runic cards. So, I believe this one's Flashing Fire. Then there's the limited one, the semi-limited one, and 2 of the Runic Slumber. I'm so bad, chat. There's then 2 Dispelling and 2 Evenly Match. Holy crap. There's 1 Hugin, 1 Jerry, 2 Sleipnir, the Utopic Package, 2 Interblafner, 2 Jormungandr, 1 Hyperiton, 2 of the Big Mama, or Papa, whatever you want to call them, 1 Bujin, and 1 card that I don't even know what it is. Chat, you guys got to help me out with that one too. We got to put Tobias. Thanks, Tobias. Thank you so much for editing these videos, and thank you so much for helping me with this. Of course, everybody put in the chat as well as the YouTube channel. Please thank Tobias. Without him, Master Duel Cali wouldn't be as great as it is. If you have any more videos, you already know what to do. Until then, check out these so I can catch you on the next one.